Don't let Putin, Vladimir Putin, control the internet. We've talked a little bit in previous videos about the conference that's going on right now in Dubai in an effort to regulate the internet, to have the UN control the internet. And at the opening of that conference this past week, the United States and Europe introduced a motion to say that let this internet regulation we're talking about only apply to telecommunications companies, not to content providers like Google and other sites. And it was voted down, rejected by a coalition of nations led by Russia. And it's becoming increasingly clear as these negotiations go on that what we're facing is a Russian effort to try to squelch free speech on the internet. The way this process, this whole negotiation, this whole treaty started was that Putin was visiting with a guy named Toure, T-O-U-R-E, who is from Mali. And at the meeting, Putin talked about the need to democratize communication by permitting international control of the internet. Somehow, by getting the government to control it, it would become democratic. I think that was his theory, at least. But obviously, what it was to squelch dissent, which, as you know, is building in Russia, focused on the internet, because he can control print media, but not the internet. And Putin met with this guy, Toure, and said, let's expand your office that you head, which is the International Telecommunications Union, the ITU, that's in the United Nations. Let's expand their power to include the internet. And Russia pushed for this conference, it got the conference, and now it's negotiating this treaty. What they're trying to do is to force Google and everybody else to pay a tax to send messages to people in other countries, just like long-distance phone calls. And the idea would be that Google would want to recoup that, so they'd charge the user in China or Russia who's downloading it. And that would create so high a charge that the people in the other countries wouldn't download it and they wouldn't see it, and the free speech would not penetrate through that new iron curtain. That's one of a number of changes they have in mind. Another is for the UN to assign e-names and to provide countries with the information on the IP addresses of each e-name so it could track down dissidents more easily. And Russia wants the right for each country to censor the internet websites that are located, internet content providers that are located within their national boundaries. This is outrageous. All of this is horrible. So please sign the petition that's next to this video to stop the UN from taking over and regulating the internet. This is going on right now. The treaty is scheduled to be signed on the 14th, and let's make sure that we can stop this from going on. It could be our last chance to save the internet. Thank you.